Welcome to a fascinating journey into the world of numismatics, where history and heritage meet through rare and remarkable coins from Canada and France. Among the treasures we explore are the Canadian 1-cent coin of 1963, the French €1 coin of 1999, the Canadian 1-cent coin of 1998, and the French 5 centimes coin of 1980. Each of these coins carries a story of its time, reflecting cultural pride, economic shifts, and artistic brilliance. With their growing rarity and huge worth, they mark the beginning of a broader exploration into some of the world's most exciting numismatic finds, starting with these standout pieces that continue to captivate collectors across generations. Let's get started up with the 1963 Canadian 1-cent coin remains one of the most intriguing and fascinating pieces in the history of Canadian numismatics, and today we are going to take a closer look at its significance, its design, its collector's appeal, and most importantly, its current value in the market. This coin, though produced in large numbers for everyday circulation, has grown into an item of rare beauty and immense demand among collectors who understand its importance in shaping the Canadian coinage story. When we consider how such a simple 1-cent piece could rise to astonishing values at auction, it becomes clear that this humble coin has far more to it than meets the eye. To understand its background, the 1963 1-cent coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II at a time when Canada was experiencing an era of growth and optimism. The coin carries with it the echoes of post-war development and the beginning of modern Canada, symbolizing both economic stability and national pride. It was minted at the Royal Canadian Mint using bronze, a combination of metals that gave the coin a reddish-brown shine when it was new, and over time it has developed the distinctive patina that many collectors admire in circulated examples. The head of the coin presents the youthful effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which is known for its elegant simplicity and regal dignity. This portrait was used in the early years of Her Majesty's reign, and it remains a cherished image because of the way it captures her in her youth. On the reverse side, or the tail, we find the classic maple leaf twig, a design created by G.E. Kruger Gray. The maple leaf has long been a symbol of Canada, representing unity, peace, and identity, and its placement on the 1-cent coin has ensured that even the smallest denomination carried a powerful national symbol in the pockets of Canadians for generations. Culturally and historically, the 1963 Canadian cent is a remarkable reminder of how Canada's coinage linked people to their heritage. The coin was not merely money, it was a connection to a growing country, and in many cases it was a child's first introduction to saving and collecting. Generations of Canadians recall handling these cents in their daily lives, buying sweets at the corner store or counting them out to fill a piggy bank. For collectors today, owning a 1963 1-cent is like holding a piece of Canadian identity and nostalgia in their hand. In terms of specifications, the 1963 1-cent coin weighs approximately 3.24 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. It was struck in bronze, composed of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc, which provided durability and that iconic reddish appearance. Its size and weight made it distinct and easily recognizable in circulation. When it comes to key facts, although millions of these coins were minted, their desirability comes not just from their quantity but from the quality of the surviving examples. Circulated coins are common enough to be found in collections and even in old jars tucked away in attics, but higher-grade pieces that have been preserved carefully are far rarer and command extraordinary premiums. Collectors are particularly attracted to coins that have sharp detail, minimal wear, and original luster, making them highly desirable in numismatic markets. Rarity and condition are the decisive factors for the collector demand. While circulated examples still hold interest due to their historical appeal, the coins in mint state condition, especially graded MS65, are the true stars of the show. Such pieces have been known to achieve values around $7,000, a staggering amount when one remembers their original face value was only a single cent. Even more astonishing are auction records, where premium examples have fetched as much as $12,000 on platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other global marketplaces. This demonstrates the undeniable demand and high regard collectors have for the 1963 Canadian 1-cent coin. As for the current market value, circulated coins are much more accessible and can often be found for modest sums, but it is the higher-grade specimens that push the boundaries of numismatic excitement. Serious collectors know that investing in coins of exceptional quality can yield both long-term value and the personal satisfaction of owning a piece of Canadian history. Even circulated pieces have a loyal following, as they still embody the heritage and character of the era. For collectors, a few tips are essential when dealing with the 1963 1-cent. Always handle coins carefully to avoid further wear, store them in proper holders to preserve their condition, and whenever possible, seek out professionally graded examples to ensure authenticity and value. Keeping an eye on auction sites and numismatic events can also be rewarding, as you may come across rare opportunities to secure higher-grade pieces. Building a collection around these iconic coins can serve not just as a rewarding hobby but as a solid investment in tangible history. In conclusion, the 1963 Canadian 1-cent coin may have begun its journey as an everyday item in pockets and tills across the nation, but today it has risen to a position of honor within the numismatic world. Its beauty, cultural significance, and rising values on the collector's market have turned this small piece of bronze into a treasure of remarkable worth. Whether you hold a circulated example or dream of one day acquiring a gem-quality coin that could command thousands of dollars at auction, the 1963 1-cent remains a shining reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry the greatest value in both history and collector demand. Next up, the France €1 coin from the year 1999. For collectors, historians, and investors alike, this coin has grown into one of the most intriguing treasures in the numismatic market, and its story reflects not only France's economic history but also its cultural pride. What makes the 1999 French €1 coin so special is not simply that it marked the introduction of a new European currency, but that it represented a turning point in the financial and cultural identity of the continent. Looking at the background, the 1999 French euro was part of the first wave of coins struck as the euro was introduced into circulation across the European Union. France, being a founding member of the Eurozone, began producing these coins to phase out the French franc and establish a united European monetary system. The significance of this change cannot be overstated, as it was the beginning of a new financial era, binding nations under a shared economy and creating coins that today carry both historical and collectible importance. Turning our attention to the design, the head of the French 1999 €1 coin features the graceful and symbolic image of Marianne, the national emblem of the French Republic, representing liberty and reason. She is elegantly depicted with a youthful and determined expression, symbolizing France's guiding role in Europe. The tail side of the coin, like all euro coins, features the common European design with a map of Europe, representing unity and shared values across the continent. This duality of national pride on one side and European unity on the other makes the coin uniquely significant in telling the story of France and the broader EU project. From a cultural and historical perspective, this coin embodies both France's identity and Europe's transition into a new millennium. It is more than a monetary tool. It represents the merging of nations, economies, and ideals. For France, the Marianne symbol has always been an emblem of revolution, progress, and freedom, and to see her etched on the very first euros gives the coin a deep national and international value. Collectors cherish this coin not just for its rarity, but for the cultural story it tells of unity and transformation. The weight of the coin follows the European standard, measuring 7.5 grams with a bimetallic composition of a nickel-brass center surrounded by a cupronickel ring. Its diameter is 23.25 millimeters, and the edges carry fine milling. While these technical specifications are important, what truly sets the 1999 €1 coin apart is not its physical properties but the rarity of certain mintages and its exceptional desirability among collectors. Now, let's talk about the key facts and rarity. The 1999 €1 coin from France is notable because it was struck during the very first year of euro production. Coins from this year, especially in fine or mint-state condition, are highly sought after. The rarity comes from both the year of issue and the limited number of surviving coins in top condition. While millions were made for circulation, only a small fraction remain in collectible grades, and when certified at levels such as MS65, the value skyrockets. In today's market, this coin is seeing extraordinary demand. A France €1 1999 in fine condition already holds significant worth, but when we move into higher-grade certified examples, the values become truly eye-catching. For instance, an MS65 graded coin has been valued at around $6,000, showing how strongly collectors are competing for prime examples. Even more impressively, auction records from major platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other numismatic markets have shown that rare specimens can sell for as high as $9,000, depending on their condition, luster, and certification. This speaks to a tremendous level of demand and makes the 1999 French €1 one of the most desirable modern European coins available today. For collectors interested in this treasure, a few tips are worth remembering. First, condition is everything. Fine condition coins hold respectable value, but higher graded examples bring the greatest returns, so always look for sharp strikes, original mint luster, and coins free of scratches or heavy wear. Second, certification by trusted grading services can make a huge difference in value, providing assurance of authenticity and quality to potential buyers. Lastly, keep an eye on international auction platforms, as demand continues to grow across Europe, North America, and beyond, with bidding wars often driving prices higher than expected. In conclusion, the France €1 1999 coin is not just a piece of modern money, it is a rare historical artifact, a cultural symbol, and a high-demand collectible that continues to rise in market value. From its beautiful design featuring Marianne, to its role in ushering in a new era of European unity, to its proven track record of achieving thousands of dollars at auction, this coin is truly a numismatic jewel. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, the 1999 French €1 is a piece worth chasing, and one that promises both cultural enrichment and financial reward for those fortunate enough to secure it. Next up, the Canadian 1-cent coin from 1998, a coin that many Canadians once saw daily in their pockets and purses, yet today has become a rare and highly desirable piece for collectors worldwide. With its rich background, detailed design, and growing demand in the marketplace, this coin demonstrates how even modern-era cents can transform into treasures with significant worth in dollars, especially when rarity and condition come together. To understand the significance of the 1998 Canadian cent, we must first look at the background of its production. In 1998, the Royal Canadian Mint continued its tradition of producing the 1-cent coin, a denomination that had been part of the country's identity since Confederation. Although millions of cents were struck that year, the attention of collectors has turned toward specific examples that stand out in exceptional condition or with unique qualities. At a time when Canada was moving closer to phasing out the penny, these coins represent a symbolic bridge between the daily currency of the past and the collectible treasures of today. When we examine the head and tail of the coin, we find details that capture the essence of Canadian heritage. The obverse features the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pedery Hunt, showing the monarch in a dignified and timeless profile. This portrait, introduced in 1990, was the first by a Canadian artist to appear on Canadian coinage, making it a point of cultural pride. On the reverse side, designed by George Kruger Gray, we see the iconic maple leaf twig, a national symbol of Canada that has graced the cent since 1937. The maple leaves are not just decorative, they represent resilience, unity, and the natural beauty of the country. The artistry of both sides of this coin reflects Canada's history, identity, and its standing in the Commonwealth. The cultural and historical value of the 1998 cent cannot be understated. For generations, Canadians grew up saving and spending pennies, using them in everything from small purchases to school projects and even traditions like placing them under new flooring for good luck. By the late 1990s, the 1-cent piece was already seen as increasingly symbolic rather than practical, as inflation reduced its spending power. Its eventual discontinuation in 2012 transformed coins like the 1998 cent from everyday objects into relics of Canadian life, adding nostalgia and cultural weight to their collectible value today. From a technical standpoint, the 1998 Canadian cent weighs 2.5 grams and is composed of copper-plated zinc. Its diameter measures 19.05 millimeters, small but sturdy, and its edges plain without reading. While these physical attributes might seem ordinary, they serve as important identifiers for collectors who want to ensure authenticity and verify the year of issue. There are key facts about the 1998 cent that make it especially interesting. While it was mass-produced, only a fraction of coins remain in pristine, uncirculated, or mint state condition. Those that survive in high grades can fetch extraordinary amounts in the collector's market. A specimen graded at MS65 has been valued around $3,000, and in some auctions, particularly on international platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions, certain examples in superb condition have reached as high as $4,500. These numbers are astonishing for a coin that originally held the value of just 1 cent, highlighting how rarity and preservation can transform a simple piece of pocket change into a true investment. Rarity and condition are the most important factors driving collector demand for the 1998 Canadian cent. While circulated coins can still hold some interest and modest value, it is the uncirculated, carefully preserved, or graded coins that attract the highest bids. Coins that show minimal wear, retain their original luster, and achieve strong certification grades are always in high demand. This has made the 1998 cent a target for both seasoned collectors and newcomers eager to secure a coin that combines accessibility with strong long-term potential. The current market value of the 1998 Canadian cent in circulated condition may not reach the remarkable heights of mint state examples, but its collectible appeal continues to rise. Circulated versions can trade for modest amounts, but their true worth lies in being part of a collection that represents Canadian coinage history. The high-grade specimens, however, are where the real excitement lies. With examples selling in the thousands, the 1998 cent has proven itself as more than just small change. It is a coin that commands attention, sparks competition among bidders, and carries a value far beyond its face. For collectors, there are a few essential tips to keep in mind. Always pay close attention to the coin's condition before purchase, as even small scratches or wear can greatly reduce value. Seeking coins that have been graded by reputable certification services ensures authenticity and helps protect your investment. Watching auction markets and platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions provides insight into current trends and helps you spot opportunities when prices rise. Finally, storing coins properly in protective holders away from moisture and handling ensures their value is preserved for future generations. In conclusion, the 1998 Canadian 1-cent coin stands as a shining example of how everyday objects can become rare and highly valued treasures in the numismatic world. Its combination of historical significance, artistic design, and collector demand has elevated it far beyond its humble face value. Whether in circulated form or in pristine mint state, this coin represents both Canada's cultural past and its ongoing story within the world of collecting. With values reaching up to $3,000 for MS-65 specimens and even $4,500 at auction, the 1998 cent proves that small coins can deliver big rewards. For collectors, it is not just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of heritage, rarity, and opportunity, making it one of the most exciting finds in Canadian numismatics today. Next up, the French 5 centimes coin from 1980 certainly holds a special place among numismatic treasures. This coin, although originally struck as a small denomination for daily circulation, has now transformed into a collector's piece that captures the essence of France's artistry, culture, and heritage. Today, we will explore the journey of this 1985 centimes coin, its historical background, cultural importance, physical details, its rarity, and of course, its present-day market value in dollars, which has been creating waves in the collectors' community. The background of the 1985 centimes coin is rooted in the French Fifth Republic, a period marked by modernization, cultural pride, and national unity. France, with its deep traditions and artistic excellence, ensured even its lower denomination coins were crafted with beauty and meaning. This coin was part of the series introduced after the reforms of French coinage in the mid-20th century, serving as everyday currency yet designed with elegance that carried symbolic strength. It was minted at a time when France's economy and society were evolving rapidly, and this piece reflects both practicality and national identity. Looking at the head and tail design of the coin, the obverse features Marianne, the national symbol of France, often portrayed as the embodiment of liberty, equality, and fraternity. This classical female figure, with her refined profile, represents the spirit of the Republic and the timeless values of freedom and democracy. On the reverse side, the coin displays the denomination 5 centimes along with intricate wreath decorations of wheat and olive branches, symbols of prosperity, peace, and agricultural richness, values that resonate deeply with French tradition. Together, these designs create a harmony of patriotism and artistry, elevating even a small denomination coin into a work of national pride. In terms of cultural and historical values, the 1985 centimes is more than just a coin. It is a fragment of French daily life from the late 20th century, passed through countless hands during everyday transactions. For collectors, this transforms the coin into a time capsule of history, offering a direct connection to France's cultural identity and economic past. The presence of Marianne and the wreaths on the coin makes it a symbolic artifact of democracy, unity, and prosperity, turning it into something much larger than its face value. Now, let's talk about its physical specifications. The 1985 centimes coin is small and lightweight, with a diameter of about 19 millimeters and weighing around 2 grams. Struck in aluminum bronze, it gives off a golden appearance that makes it visually striking despite being a minor denomination. The composition and size make it distinct, and its golden tone enhances its appeal for display in coin collections. Key facts that stand out for the 1985 centimes include its wide use in circulation during the period, its national symbolism, and the craftsmanship and design that has since been admired by numismatists around the world. While millions were minted, surviving examples in pristine condition have become exceedingly difficult to find, which fuels the demand among serious collectors. Circulated examples remain common, but coins preserved in superb, gem-like condition are extremely rare. This brings us to the rarity and condition aspect, which is crucial for understanding collector demand. The majority of the 1980 French 5 centimes coins exist in circulated form, showing wear from decades of daily use. While these circulated coins hold historical value, they do not command the highest prices. However, in certified mint state condition, particularly graded at MS-65 or higher, these coins are considered rare gems. Such top-quality examples have been known to reach extraordinary values, with prices climbing into the thousands. In fact, coins graded MS-65 have been documented selling for around $7,000, and in some high-profile auctions on platforms such as eBay and heritage auctions, examples in superb condition have achieved remarkable results as high as $9,500. This makes the 1985 centimes coin one of those surprising rarities where condition elevates its worth beyond imagination. The current market value in dollars reflects this duality. Circulated pieces can be acquired for modest amounts, often just a few dollars, but the demand skyrockets for uncirculated, gem-quality coins. The $7,000 and even $9,500 price tags in auction records demonstrate how collectors around the world are willing to pay premium amounts for rarity, beauty, and the chance to own a near-perfect piece of French numismatic history. These prices highlight not only the monetary value but also the growing recognition of French coins as significant treasures in the global coin market. For collectors, there are several tips to keep in mind when considering the 1985 centimes coin. Always examine the condition carefully, since the difference between a circulated and a mint-state coin can mean the difference between a modest price and thousands of dollars in value. Seek coins that are certified by trusted grading services, as these provide assurance of authenticity and grade. Exploring reputable auction houses, established dealers, and platforms like heritage auctions and eBay can open opportunities to find these rare gems. Collectors should also appreciate the cultural depth of this coin, not just its financial worth, since it carries both artistic and historic significance that makes it a joy to display and preserve. In conclusion, the France 5 centimes coin from 1980 is a shining example of how even the smallest denomination can become a rare and highly desirable treasure for collectors worldwide. From its elegant design featuring Marianne and the symbols of prosperity, to its cultural and historical weight, this coin is a beautiful reflection of France's national spirit. While circulated examples remain affordable and accessible, those rare mint-state coins certified at high grades have astonished the numismatic community with values reaching $7,000 and even $9,500 at auction. This makes the coin a true hidden gem of modern numismatics, one that combines history, artistry, and rarity in a way that continues to inspire collectors. If you are fortunate enough to come across one of these coins in superb condition, you may just be holding a piece of gold within your collection, both figuratively and financially. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned to World Numismatic Finds for more rare and valuable coin discoveries from around the world.